Welcome to Access Sportsnet Dodgers, brought to you by Mercury Insurance. John Hartung alongside James Loney, D-Train, Dontrell Willis. 40 days after the Dodgers pitchers and catchers first reported to Arizona, spring training is finally over, guys. The Dodgers had their final spring tune-up tonight. They look like they're ready for opening day on Thursday, James. And Shohei Ohtani, in his second spring start on the mound, punched out 11.
Yeah, I mean, this stuff was electric tonight. You know, we saw the fastball get into the upper 90s, but he was mixing that curveball and that slider. I thought it was really devastating to the hitters. They didn't know what to hit tonight. And obviously, you know, just the power behind all the pitches looked good. Got a couple hits at the end, but nothing to worry about.
You know, one thing about Shohei Ohtani and his greatness, that he was not happy with that start, even though how many people he punched out tonight. Love what James said about the breaking ball and his ability to be able to change speeds with that. Little more fastball tuning command. I felt like he fell behind some hitters, but the ability to be able to bounce back and get the swing and miss is truly impressive. And I'm glad the offense saved some runs.
That's right.
You know what I mean, for the regular season. It was a tough day at the plate, but I do think this group will be ready to play.
All right, let's head back out to Dodger Stadium. The man who caught Shohei Ohtani tonight, Will Smith, is with Kirsten Watson and the media.
Well, Will, just to be able to be catching Shohei tonight, obviously only 2 spring starts this year. How the stuff is playing right now, I mean, just how would you describe it?
Yeah, I thought he looked good. I punched out 11 guys in 4 innings or whatever. So, I know it's only the second one, but, yeah, I think he feels good. He looked good for me catching. Yeah, he's in a good spot.
Of course, I've had all 3 of these games of this series, just kind of, I don't want to say being reacclimated, but kind of getting back to catching these guys here. What are you just seeing from the pitching staff as a whole right now?
Yeah, I think they look good. You know, just kind of try to take off where we left last year. You know, try to get the bullpen guys going early. You know, get some momentum in that area. But the starters look great. The bullpen guys look great. I know just talking to guys was a good camp. So guys are ready to go this year.
Yeah, you obviously were in quite a few meaningful games this spring, but now that opening day is officially around the corner, I mean, obviously it's in 2 days. How excited are you for just what this year can bring?
Yeah, I'm excited. You know, obviously the last 2 years went really well for us, and that's the goal again this year, is to three-peat and win another World Series. So, yeah, 2 days from now is, you know, game 1. You know, the long year, so we'll be excited. You know, I know the fans will be excited. We got the ring ceremony the next day. Should be a good weekend and good start to the year.
With that ring ceremony, is there anything to having just like a tangible reminder of what the goal is?
I mean, I get my ring and I put it in the safe and I don't really look at it ever again. So, yeah, you know, it brings back all the emotions from, you know, the prior year. You know, you like showing it to friends and stuff. It's cool. But no, I mean, for me, the motivation is just winning, you know, being with these guys each and every day and competing with them and working towards that goal.
When Shohei has everything in the strike zone like that, how fun is that to catch?
Yeah, it's fun. He's obviously punching some guys out today. He looked really good.
Yeah, the strikeout numbers were great. I mean, he recorded 12 outs in this game, D-Train, 11 of them via the strikeout. But if you look at some of the numbers, he threw 86 pitches, only 49 of them for strikes. So even when he's not really commanding the zone like we're used to seeing from him, he's still really, really good on the mound to punch out 11.
Well, we talked about this in the pregame show. His stuff is overpowering, so he has the ability, even when he falls behind, slow the hitter down with the breaking ball or land the slider to get back in the count. And when he gets ahead with that fastball, it's lights out. And so it was really fun to watch. I love what James said in the pregame show. Sometimes that fastball that he wants to throw inner half to the right-handed batter, sometimes it's pulled. And so he tried to work on a sinker to stay in that lane. Because if you're able to show the ability to go east and west and north and south with that type of stuff, those are the type of numbers that are going to be normal for him. And so if he stays healthy, especially early in the season, you're going to see these strikeout numbers, even if he throws 5 innings, 6 innings, to be at 10, 11, 12 strikeouts per game. And so he's hunting that Cy Young Award, and this was a good start again.
Yeah, I mean, when you saw him out there, you know, he was taking his breath. He was taking his time when he was struggling. I mean, that's really the sign, you know, of a veteran player and a guy that knows what he is doing out there. And, you know, obviously hitting helps him too, right? I think it helps him become a better pitcher because he knows how hard it is to hit. I'm sure there's times where he gets into count. He's like, you know what? I know as a hitter, I would do this. I'd be thinking that. Okay, let me attack this part of the zone. So I really think that helps him. And tonight, I mean, the stuff was, you know, midseason form as far as the break to the breaking balls right there. You see that curveball, and you see right there the fastball that's kind of just riding in, freezing the hitters. And Neto's a really good contact hitter, you know what I mean? So a lot of these guys, Trout, right? These guys make contact. For him to be getting a lot of swing and miss really just shows, you know, how nasty that stuff was. That slider to Soler right there. But I just love the breathing that he takes. And, I think he's a guy that even thinks about his own thinking. That's actually a thing. People that think about their own thinking, that shows a sign of intelligence. So I think he definitely does that a lot.
All right, Shohei Ohtani's final spring tune-up. We'll see him get the ball for real next Tuesday against the Guardians. Right now, let's head back to the booth, check in one final time with Steven Nelson and Eric Karros.
All right, EK, the final spring exhibition. Shohei Ohtani starts 4+ innings, a terrific display of stuff with the 11 strikeouts. Justin Robleski caps it off with 4 perfect frames. The Dodgers lose the game, but you're not focusing on the result there.
No, again, the way that Shohei threw the ball, just absolutely dominating. Mixed all of his pitches, threw them well. You mentioned Robleski, he threw extremely well. Look, at the Dodgers just ready to get things going. I don't think that as far as questions go, probably the fewest I have seen as far as the last 30, 40 years of Dodger baseball. They're ready to go.
But we had a lot of questions and a lot of fun with Dino Ebo as we do every spring.
Dino was great. And again, I learn something every time that we have him on. I look forward to this game. If you have an opportunity to watch this, DVR it, or catch a copy of this game, it's gold. Dino, Thank you very much, bud.
All right, here we go. Next one counts. That'd be Thursday at Dodger Stadium. Dodgers, Diamondbacks, the 2026 season kicks off. We'll see you there.
Steven and EK, thank you. Let's recap the final game of the spring with Shohei Ohtani on the mound, and Train goes to the sinker to get Zach Neto to start it off.
I think that's such an important pitch to play off that four-seamer to depth, especially down and into the right-handed batter. Live low, live long.
Mike Trout can't check his swing. James, he's down on strikes.
Oh, yeah, guess what? The elevated fastball also works. He was just toying with these hitters tonight. And to get Mike Trout right there late, nice check swing. And I want to see that pitch a lot more this year on that outside corner like that.
The only out recorded by Shohei Ohtani that wasn't a strikeout was this one. And Train, it's a really nice play by Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman.
I mean, the range, he knew exactly where he was. And I mean, how many times have we seen Freddie Freeman be that vacuum, man? That's why they both have gold patches on their gloves.
I appreciate the love right there to the first baseman.
You got to take care of my guys. Use the Batman over there, too.
You see that gold on the back of that right there?
Like
Top
that.
two men on for the Angels. Joe Adell at the plate. And he can't check his swing either.
I mean, when you can't check your swing on a pitch that's, 2 feet before the plate, I mean, that's just how nasty that pitch is right there. I mean, look at the bite. I mean, I know you're in 2-strike mode. Great stop by Will Smith as well. Great pitch, Shohei.
Josh Lowe blown away at 99 miles an hour.
That is the easiest 99 I've seen. I mean, he was almost bothered that he didn't touch 100 right there. But that's the pitch. You throw 99 and in that breaking ball, you cannot cover both of those pitches. You're going to be off balance.
Top of the third, still scoreless. Oswald Peraza.
Ooh.
Hauled out on strikes. 98 with some run.
Cold-blooded. 98, well thrown. And you talked about it, James. That's an important pitch for him to be able to bury down in the right-handed batter so it can keep him off the slider where he wants to go.
Zach Neto, it's another check swing that first base umpire is just punching everybody out. Like he even thought about it. I'm throwing my fist up.
When you're getting check swings on fastballs away, it's just disgusting. I mean, look at that pitch right there, that sinker off Mike Trout's foot. I heard Steven and Eric talking about, hey, if he throws that again, they are not friends.
And he didn't throw it again. So I guess they are friends.
Yeah, I think he's being nice right now. I guarantee you in the season, he's coming right back with that
absolutely.
pitch.
Yeah, he's not invited to golf at his new course, that's for sure.
2 pitches later, finishes Trout off with a strikeout. Goes to the sweeper for strikeout number 8. Top 4, Jorge Soler